Are you ready to retire? With an unpredictable future, fast-paced life, and complexity of financial planning, it is really easy to push aside retirement plans until it's too late.
With Singapore's high cost of living, how much do you actually need to retire? Do you need $500,000, $1 million, or more?
My name is Sean.
And I'm Jasmine.
Let's dive in on this topic. What is your comfortable retirement? The meaning of comfortable retirement is very subjective. Some may describe a comfortable lifestyle as being able to travel once or twice a year with the option to take private transport when they wish to, along with being able to eat out often. Others may be content with less traveling and just wish to have good health and a simple apartment.
Generally, with the rising cost of healthcare and housing, $1.3 million is a rough gauge on how much you may need to live a decent retirement where you still have options. But depending on your health status, the economy's inflation, and even your life expectancy, the amount you would need would actually vary. Naturally, the longer you live, the more savings you would need. It has been estimated that retirees may need up to $3,500 or more per month to have a modest lifestyle.
So, do not underestimate the amount of savings you will need for your retirement. Find out what is your definition of a comfortable retirement before you go on to plan your retirement.
You may begin to wonder how one can save up for your retirement. Here are some options that people rely on that you can consider. Firstly, your CPF OA or ordinary account is there to help you out. Throughout your working life, a percentage of your income is automatically contributed to your CPF OA savings. This is a mandatory contribution for all Singapore citizens and PRs who have started working, so that there is always a financial backup.
Many of you may only hear about CPF OA when it comes to paying mortgage payments. However, the savings in a CPF OA account are actually transferred to your retirement account, RA in short, when you turn 55 years old. The amount of money you accumulate in your RA is then used to pay the premiums for CPF Life, which is the longevity insurance annuity scheme in Singapore that will provide you with the monthly payouts for your retirement at the age of 65 years old.
So yes, the more money you have in your RA, the more payout you will receive from your CPF Life for your retirement. If you have accumulated $60,000 or more in your RA, you will be automatically placed under CPF Life for payouts. However, if you have less than $60,000 in your RA, you can still opt in to get monthly payouts from CPF Life, but the amount is lower and will get progressively lower. The $60,000 amount may be valid right now, but it may vary and change over the years and due to various factors. And over time, you may have to resort to lowering your lifestyle or finding other sources of retirement income to meet your needs.
Secondly, the power of compound interest. Many people grow their retirement savings through investing or endowment plans that give compound interest. This is how you can let your money earn more money that earns even more money over time. The benefits of investing may seem insignificant in the short term. However, the longer you let your money grow in your policy, the more money you can withdraw at the end. Plus, the younger you are, the lower your monthly deposits. For example, starting your compounding journey at 30 years old not only lets your money have more time to grow exponentially, but may also only require you to deposit half the amount that you have to if you started investing a decade later at 40 years old. Furthermore, if you decide to go further into investments, you can also afford to explore higher risk investment products when you are younger and start to opt for more conservative, lower risk investment options as you grow older and approach retirement. While you are still young and working, your priority would be to grow your savings with your stream of income. You may still be able to handle the consequences of higher risk investment products to potentially reap even bigger benefits.
However, as you age, the priority should be to protect your assets and prevent any losses as you near retirement.
This is a good your chance to speak to your trusted financial advisor about the relevant policies that can help you achieve your retirement goals.
Now, you may be feeling a sense of urgency to start planning your retirement now, but not know where to start. Now, firstly, before you venture into investments, endowment plans, CPF, your other savings options, you need to actually consider these factors. Firstly, health status. Do you have existing health conditions that may incur healthcare costs in future? Will these conditions worsen over time? As you age, your insurance needs would shift compared to when you were still building a career.
Don't forget that any company-sponsored health insurance will no longer be able to cover you once you stop working. This means you would likely to have purchased a separate insurance policy or save up even more for unforeseen circumstances. With that being said, you should still always have an emergency fund set aside in case.
And secondly, wealth status. How much income have you accumulated? Do you currently have a stable source of income? And how long would you expect this to last? Will you expect your income to increase or decrease throughout the years? It is a good habit to record your expenses to know your lifestyle habits.
Thirdly, ideal retirement age and lifestyle. How early would you like to retire? What activities do you want to do when you retire? How much of a compromise are you willing to make on it? It is a good idea to estimate how much you expect to spend on food, entertainment, transport, and other expenses when you retire. By knowing this, you can better understand your risk tolerance and what's your definition of a comfortable retirement is, so that you can have an idea on how much you will need to save.
And after that, you can use an online retirement calculator to help you find out more accurately how much money you would need to save based on your current expenses, future expenses, and inflation. By having a more solid figure to work towards, you can then decide more clearly on which money growing options work best for your timeline.
In conclusion, there is no fixed amount of money to guarantee a comfortable retirement for everybody. Although recent research shows $1.3 million may be a good gauge for a comfortable and modest retirement, there is no one-size-fits-all, as comfort is very subjective and depends heavily on your own personal lifestyle and goals.
It's always good to start growing your savings early while you're still young, so you have time to accumulate your money and more flexibility in your retirement options in future. You will thank yourself for doing so.
Whether you are planning for your retirement in a few decades or a few years, it can feel daunting to start planning for your retirement. The good thing is that there are a multitude of options that you can consider to help you transition to your retirement life and achieve your retirement goals. And there are many more other retirement plans to choose from. So, talk to your trusted insurance agent or financial advisor to help you review your options and choose the best one suited for your needs and purposes. My name is Sean.
And I'm Jasmine.
Hope this info is helpful for you, and I will see you in the next video.